As soon as I saw the first teaser for the Barbie movie in December 2022, I felt so much excitement and anticipation for three reasons. For one, I am a huge fan of Margot Robbie's work, and I feel she is the perfect actress to play Barbie. Secondly, Barbie is a cultural icon, so the appeal to see a Barbie movie is not lost on me. Lastly, and most importantly, the musical component to the film. It would be absolutely criminal to not include the iconic song Barbie Girl by the group Aqua. I just knew for a fact that the line, "Come on Barbie, let's go party," would be featured prominently throughout the film and its promotion.
No way. We got you. Not a chance. Not this time.
Sadly, I was mistaken because on September 11th, 1997, Mattel Inc., the toy manufacturing company that is the maker of the Barbie doll, sued MCA Records and Universal Music and Video Distribution Inc., in which MCA is the company that distributed the song Barbie Girl in the US. Mattel accused MCA of trademark infringement and dilution, unfair competition, and alleged that Barbie Girl was a copyright violation. Mattel feared that consumers would associate the song to their product Barbie, as they noted that the lyrics of Barbie Girl depicted Barbie in an unsavory and distasteful manner that would tarnish the wholesome image of the doll. The song Barbie Girl by the Danish-Norwegian dance pop group Aqua was released as the third single from the debut album Aquarium in April of 1997. The song received immediate critical acclaim and went on to become a huge international hit, as it went number 1 on the charts in 15 countries and peaked at number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the United States. It also has sold 8 million copies worldwide, as well as the playful music video reaching over 1 billion views on YouTube. At the time of its release, critics described the song as an irresistible, infectious Europop smash hit that would undoubtedly dominate the dance floor. To this day, Barbie Girl is the most successful and recognizable song by Aqua. Although the song was resonating with people all across the world, the executives at Mattel felt differently about it. In the suit, Mattel sought out unspecified damages and an injunction of MCA Records to cease the infringement of their Barbie doll trademark within the United States. Mattel was not seeking relief for the sales of Barbie Girl in Europe, but only relief for its sales in the US, and requested that the court require the defendants, which was MCA Records, to dispose or destroy any packaging that used Mattel's Barbie trademark name. Mattel feared that the song would confuse consumers into believing that the defendants are affiliated with Mattel and a part of their product line. Mattel alleged that the adult-oriented lyrics of the song sully the wholesome image of the Barbie doll. They specifically took issue to the lines of the song that stated, "Undress me everywhere, I'm a blonde bimbo girl in a fantasy world. You can touch, you can play if you say I'm always yours. And make me walk, do whatever you please, I can act like a star, I can beg on my knees." Mattel also objected to Renee Diff's lyrics, which include, "Kiss me here, touch me there, hanky-panky," and "Come jump in, bimbo friend, let us do it again. Hit the town, fool around, let's go party." In the song and video, it depicts the two lead singers, Lena Nidstrom, who sung in a high-pitched doll-like voice as Barbie, and Renee Diff as Ken, dressed as different versions as the characters they are portraying, dancing, swimming, riding around their fictional playhouse with their fellow plastic friends. The plaintiff pointed towards one scene in the video where the pretend Ken rips off the arm of the pretend Barbie as a way to poke fun of the fact that the Barbie doll is plastic and easily manipulated by those who play with the doll. It is worth mentioning that although the artist incorporated certain elements of the Barbie doll, the artist in the video refrained from using the doll's likeness, as Lena kept her brown hair and arm tattoo, and Renee kept a shaved head, which are distinct differences from the average Barbie and Ken dolls. In response to the lawsuit, MCA Records stated that, quote, "In our view, Aqua's Barbie Girl is just a fun, funny pop song, and every copy is clearly marked with a disclaimer that reads, 'The song Barbie Girl is a social comment and was not created or approved by the makers of the doll,' unquote." Additionally, in promotional interviews for Aqua's Barbie Girl and the debut album, the group rejected any association to the Barbie doll by asserting that the song is, quote, "a happy song with humor and irony," unquote. The lead singer for the song, Soren Rosted, stated that he wanted to, quote, "compose a humorous song about the Barbie fantasy world," and that the song was really commenting on Barbie's status in popular culture, like the royal family, which is not to be tampered with, unquote. Rosted went on to say that he was inspired to write the song after riding his bike past a Kiss exhibit of Barbie dolls in his home country, Denmark, and that Barbie Girl is more like role-playing, and unlike the normal duets that they have done on their albums. Based on the lyrics and video for the song, it suggests that the band intended to parody the Barbie doll for the superficial, shallow, and surface-level critiques that the Barbie brand has received over the years since its inception. Despite the historical and cultural significance of the doll, As it's become a global icon for over the 60 years of its existence, the brand has not been immune to criticism. When Barbie was first launched in March in 1959 at the American International Toy Fair in New York, it was released to immediate success, selling over $350,000 within its first year. The doll became a popular staple for young girls across the world to play and entertain themselves with. As the brand grew, it expanded the Barbie World to include Barbie's closest companion, Ken, and Barbie's first official best friend, Midge Hadley, to counter the claims that Barbie was too mature looking. Also, Mattel introduced the first celebrity Barbie, inspired by the supermodel Twiggy. They also released the first African-American Barbie and Latina Barbie, Christy and Teresa, as well as the first President Barbie, among the hundreds of other Barbies who practice an array of different occupations. From surgeon Barbie to Air Force pilot Barbie to rapper Barbie to WNBA player Barbie and multi-presidential candidate Barbie, the brand inspired girls to discover and explore their passions and career aspirations through play. Despite the inspirational taglines the dolls reinforced, the brand still found themselves engulfed in controversy. The first controversial issue was in 1963 with the introduction of Barbie Babysits. Barbie Babysits came with accessories such as a baby in a crib, a telephone, a few bottles of soda, and a book. Unfortunately, the book was titled How to Lose Weight and only had one page of advice: don't eat. For some reason, the backlash from this situation possessed Mattel to include the problematic book in the accessories pack of another Barbie doll in 1965. The Slumber Party Barbie included accessories such as toiletries, a mirror, the same diet book, and a set of scales permanently set at 110 pounds. Aside from the materialistic critiques Barbie faced for her lavish lifestyle, people felt that the doll had unrealistic body proportions that could create body image issues for its consumers. Moreover, Mattel and MCA continued to battle it out in the court and the media as Mattel regarded the critics of the doll as a few extremists and persisted to denounce the Barbie Girl song for tarnishing the wholesome image of the doll. Upon hearing MCA's initial response to the suit about the song being a social commentary, a Mattel representative responded by saying, quote, "That's unacceptable. It's akin to a bank robber handing a note of apology to a teller during a heist. It neither diminishes the severity of the crime, nor does it make it legal." The Mattel rep later characterized the song as a theft of another company's property, unquote. MCA Records fired back at the accusations by filing a lawsuit against Mattel on Monday, November 11, 1997. In a statement, MCA Records alleged that Mattel's statements, quote, accused MCA of crimes and subjected MCA to hatred, contempt, ridicule, or had a tendency to injure MCA in its reputation and business. Mattel's statements regarding MCA were made with ill will, hatred, or actual malice towards MCA and were published fraudulently, recklessly, maliciously, or oppressively with the intent to injure, disgrace, and defame MCA and to blacken MCA's name and reputation throughout the world, unquote. MCA also asserts that Mattel made false statements to the press, such as MCA was equivalent to a bank robber that committed a heist of Mattel's property. For MCA, they maintain their argument that Barbie Girl is a parody and is constitutionally protected under the First Amendment. Eventually, the court denied the initial preliminary injunction from Mattel, stating that the brand failed to state a claim for infringement. The lower district court applied the New Kid Standard three-part test to determine if MCA in fact did infringe on Mattel's trademark, in which the test helps arbitrate fair use defense by a user who does not attempt to capitalize on consumer confusion and whose use of a mark is required because it is, quote, the only word reasonably available to describe a particular thing, unquote. The court found adequate evidence to declare that MCA met each of the requirements. For one, the defendants cannot effectively parody or comment on the Barbie doll without mentioning her by name. Secondly, the song's use of the term Barbie is for purposes of parody and that they do not adopt an image and likeness of the doll. Lastly, the defendant's album identifies on the CD case that the song is, quote, a social comment and was not created or approved by the makers of the doll, unquote. MCA later filed a motion to dismiss the case entirely, in which the district court granted in favor of MCA. The two incorporations continued to battle it out in court over the next 5 years as Mattel appealed their case to the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. On Thursday, July 25, 2002, Judge Alex Kozinski ruled that the song was protected under the band's right to freedom of expression upheld by the First Amendment because it was a parody and social commentary. His court also upheld the dismissal of the defamation lawsuit from MCA as well. In the appeal, the court applied precedent by using the 1989 Rogers v. Grimaldi case under the Lanham Act. Actress Ginger Rogers sued producer Alberto Grimaldi for violating her Lanham Act trademark rights for a movie that Grimaldi produced called Ginger and Fred, inspired by Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. as she argued it created a false impression she was associated with the film. The court found Grimaldi not liable as using the actors' names was artistically relevant to his film. In this case, the court found that the use of Barbie in the title Barbie Girl was also artistically relevant as the song is merely about Barbie and the values Aqua claims she represents. The court ruled that it was highly unlikely listeners of Aqua and consumers of Barbie would have imagined that Mattel would authorize the lyrics. Judge Kaczynski added that, quote, "Nor upon hearing Janis Joplin croon, 'Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz,' would we suspect that she and the car maker had entered a joint venture," referencing Joplin's 1970 song. Judge Kaczynski continued by saying, quote, "The parties are advised to chill. To be sure, MCA used Barbie's name to sell copies of the song. However, the song also lampoons the Barbie image and comments humorously on the cultural values Aqua claims she represents," unquote. In the 25-year anniversary of the song Barbie Girl in 2022, the group Aqua did an interview with Variety reminiscing their hit song in absence from the 2023 Barbie film. Songwriter Soren Rosted said, quote, "We had the line, 'Come on Barbie, let's go party,' and thought it was great. There were a lot of headlines about plastic surgery at the time, which influenced us, but we really just wanted to make a fun song. We didn't put that much thought into it. The hook just worked really, really well," unquote. The group went on to say, quote, "We weren't ready for all of the negative reactions. You know in your heart what your intentions were, and reading all of that was a little bit tough to swallow," unquote. When talking about his absence from the movie, songwriter Soren and Lene went on to say, quote, "We should say we turned it down. Ryan Gosling isn't good enough. Ultimately, they're excited for the film. I totally understand why they didn't use it, but it's going to bring us a lot of attention no matter what," unquote. Lead singer Lene Nystром's manager once again confirmed to Variety in April 2023 that the song by Aqua would not be used in the movie. However, a remake of the song called Barbie World by rappers Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice, which samples the 1997 song, was released as the fourth single from the Barbie the Album, which is the accompanying soundtrack to the movie. Although we won't hear the iconic Barbie Girl in the film, I feel like it's only right that we get a remake led by the OG Barb herself, Nicki Minaj. Let me know in the comments what you all think of this entire lawsuit ordeal and how everything played out. Let me know if you plan on watching the Barbie movie, or if you have already seen it, what are your thoughts on the film? Did it live up to the hype? Also, let me know your thoughts on the soundtrack and drop down some of your favorite songs from it. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.